Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, viewers. How are you guys doing today? Good to see all of you. Sorry I'm so late. Cleaning up my office and resetting up my PC took a lot longer than I anticipated. As you can see, the poofy hair legend is here. I took a shower last night. Quite an interesting shower I took last night after the paint drying on grass growing stream. Your boy got real messy. I was peeling off paint from my feetsies. Hopefully, the mic sounds alright. Everything sounds good. Looks good. Microphone sync check. Doesn't look too bad, right? Not too bad, hopefully. I didn't get to do a sync check before, and I messed all my settings up for the stream yesterday. So if you didn't see the paint drying on grass growing stream on my main channel, go to my main channel and watch it. It was a lot of fun. Made a lot of fun art. But today, This D&D day. Some world building. It's gonna be a real good time. Christian Young, welcome. Hello. I was just in the mood to build to world build what work. Well, you are in the right place now, my friend. Glad you're in the mood. So am I. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Pretty synced. Not too bad. It's fine if it's a tiny bit desynced. Doesn't have to be perfect. But anyway, it's going to be a world building stream today for my campaign that I'm doing here for my family, my wife, and my in-laws. I've been doing campaign diaries for the Elder Vale campaign, and we do world building streams together. You guys are helping me build this campaign. And it's been a while since we've done a world building stream because the party's crawling through the adventure at a nice leisurely pace. So, you know, there's no urgent need to world build when they're only in the first town, you know. They'll be leaving pretty soon. Hogtoberfest is coming up. Hogfest is going to happen real soon. Big dramatic thing is going to happen there. And then after that, they'll probably set out into the Elder Vale itself, into the world. And that's when they'll start encountering some stuff that we have planned here in these streams. No, Hogtoberfest did not happen. There has not been a session since last time I updated you guys. I will tell you when Hogtoberfest happens. Tonight, we're actually going to have another session, a short one. So there's going to be an Elder Vale session tonight. After this stream, later on this evening. And I'll have a campaign diary stream or video soon detailing what they do tonight, but it's only going to be a couple hours stream, so it's not going to be a Hogtoberfest tonight. It's going to be more preparation, more discovering Netherindaz's glyphs. And a few more preparations for Hogfest. Hogfest itself will be in another, probably another 2 sessions from now. There'll be Hogfest itself. The Wizard of Barleywell is going to be a great event for the party. I'm just giving it a couple minutes for people to blow in here. We'll get started in just a couple minutes here with some world building. And I'm going to give some context to exactly what we have to discuss soon, because we have some specific world building tasks today that we need to talk about. The reason why I don't do these world building streams super duper often, like I said, is because the party is taking their time in the first town. They're not going to be encountering the stuff that we've come up with for quite some time, so there's no real, urgent need to world build. But I'll explain it a little bit. A certain someone here in chat and I got chatting about some stuff behind the scenes, and we both had some great ideas that we need to run past you guys, because there's some big ideas that we need to settle on, some big massive lore implications. If an Elder Vale player happens to be watching this video, click away now. Do not view. Spoilers. Massive spoilers. I'm talking end game reveal stuff. We've got some big, serious lore implications to talk about today, and it's very, very exciting. So we'll give it like another minute or so, just to make sure that people who know about the stream can tune in. Again, go ahead and watch my paint drying on grass growing VOD on my main channel. That was a lot of fun. I am going to be... I said on the Discord that I'm going to be taking the next week off of streaming, but I'm gonna take that back a little bit. Wednesday evening, I'm gonna do one stream on Wednesday evening, because those of you who are paid supporters of my main channel, the YouTube members, your star badges are gonna be promoting, and I want to be there for the first stream of that happening, so some of the early supporters can get their star badge and show that off at the stream. So that's gonna be exciting. But we're just gonna do that one stream on Wednesday night. So Wednesday, 7 o'clock Eastern, I'm gonna be doing a big game stream on my main channel. But we're going to get started here in just a second with some world building. Let's see. Can someone in 7 words or less catch me up to speed? I lack complete context. Besides that, I know of Hogfest, but not what it is. Hey, all right. We'll give you super duper quick context. I will give that to you. This is a world building stream, which means we're not going to be talking too much about the story at the player level. We're not going to be talking about the series of events that the players will be running into, but we're going to be talking about the world at large today. That's going to be the specific frame of this stream. Staff Shaco's here. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Sorry for being late. No worries. I spilled a ton of soup in the store and wanted to clean it up before I left. Oh, no! Oh, no. That sounds awful. Well, I'm glad you're here. I hope that you got some replacement soup. Maybe. We'll see. But anyways, guys, let's get into it. Without any further ado, let us begin today's world building stream. I will give a quick recap of the campaign at large. I do have a wait, that's not the right document. Hold on. Let me get my Elder Vale campaign doc up. Elder Vale campaign building stream doc. Here it is. This is the one. All right, and then we can get the map up. Can I get the Elder Vale world map as a nice backdrop? Oh my gosh, I was just scared for a second there. It looked like my my history folder, my saved images on Pixlr, which is my photo editing website that I use for literally everything. It looked like I just lost all of my projects, which is like every thumbnail project, every YouTube community post, template, every Elder Vale campaign image, all gone. It's not gone. I just got very scared. All right, here we go. Got the world map up. Cool. And I'll also get the party image. Sorry, guys. Your boy's never prepared. You know. Oh, I saw that you smashed your fingy. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it's not too painful. It's just soup. Yes, Abner. I love it. All right, so here we go, guys. Let me give you the quick rundown of the campaign so far, just so that people who haven't been paying, who haven't been tuning in closely to the streams, kind of know what's going on. Here's the Elder Vale. The Elder Vale map. It's not final. I need to change it up a little bit. It's not quite final, but the players up here in Hogwood. That's where they are right now. So the story goes. Here's our party right here. Bam, 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 bam. Wait, bam, 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 bam. Hold on. The party's all over the place. Here we go. There we go. That's our party. Our motley crew. Leah, the Wood Elf Ranger. Rhonda, the Human Paladin. Morgaine, the Dragonborn Druid. And Hoff, the Halfling Monk. These are our crew. They worked for the Adventurers Guild a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago. They've been working there for a little while. And then someone from within the Elder Vale, former hero of the Elder Vale, Tanner Harsk, left the Vale, enlisted their help, then he died on the spot. They ran into the Vale, and now they're here. They've been cursed with Netherindaz's brand. As you can see, our evil villain, that was not the evil villain. The evil villain, Netherindaz, he rules the Elder Vale. He ran into them. They've been cursed with his mark. Anyone who leaves the Vale dies. And the players don't know this, but whenever someone who has the brand dies, their soul is harvested to power up Netherindaz's evil machinations. So that is the premise of the adventure. Right now, the gang is in Hogwood at the very beginning here. Hogfest is about to happen, which is a big festival. The party defeated the Boar King, King Hog, and proved their worth to him. They got the pigs back for Hogfest. Tanner Harsk's former mentor, Cecil Doucette, is helping them find Netherindaz's evil little glyphs that allow him to spy on the townspeople and influence their emotions negatively to create murders that harvest soul power to power up Netherindaz's plans. And that's where they're at. That's where they're at. The whole quest is going to be them traveling around the Elder Vale, defeating Netherindaz's forces, completing quests, gaining power, and finally Netherindaz's tower here in its suspicious shape is going to be like the final dungeon, the final boss area. That's what the whole thing is all about. Stasha Glass, how are you? You definitely sound pretty exhausted. I am pretty exhausted. I slept in a lot today. And as you can see by my hair, I neglected to straighten it. I am a bit out of sorts, but feeling not too bad. I'm gonna be taking it easy this week. I'm gonna do one stream on Wednesday night, but aside from that, I'm gonna take the week off because I do want, like I said earlier, the bronze stars to come in. I want to see those. But that's it. But thank you, Stat Shake. A lot of people like my curly, poofy hair. I like it straight better, but you know, whatever. Anywho, so let me preface this by saying, let me brief you guys on what the topic of today's building stream is. Like I said, big campaign implications. So, y'all know that I love my viewers. Sometimes we get a little personal PM talk sometime. One viewer, I'm going to scroll up in this conversation. I haven't looked at this conversation in a little while, but so I need to refresh myself. Here's the plan. One of the viewers here, he laughs, 5 cats, messaged me one day and said, I'm reading our conversation right now. He said, what are the machine builders called in D&D? Artificers, I said. He says he wants to make an NPC for the campaign. I have an NPC creation document down below. You can make an NPC to appear in the campaign. And he wanted to make an artificer. Now I said a full-blown artificer is too high magic for this campaign. This campaign, like, there's a few big, heavy magical characters, but like, for the most part, magic is very, very, very rare. So a full-blown artificer creating lots of little robots and stuff, probably too much for this campaign. I said. If there's an artificer that you want to come up with who's trying to figure out how artificer, you know, works, how tech magic works, then that'd be cool. And the observer is part mechanical, so we know that. So 5cat said, I need idea. It's kind of heavy though, so I might have to run it by you first. And I said I'm down to hear it. 5cat said, either right now or in another campaign stream. So what if, 5cat said, what if the ancient city underneath the veil was more artificer based? Now, I had to correct 5cats. There's no underground city per se. Like, well, there was actually, no, there was an idea. There was an idea for an underground city. But what ended up happening was I said how an ancient civilization was buried underneath the veil. What I meant was it literally is just buried in the dirt. Not that there's a big cavernous open city underneath. Just that like buildings and ruins and stuff are in caves and underground, you know. That's what I meant. But some people took that literally and said, oh, there's literally an underground civilization. And that idea kind of made it to our campaign building document. And we might do it. But let's keep listening because the conversation went on. He said, what if an ancient city underneath the veil was more artificer-based? And since Netherin lives down there, that's how he knew how to build the observer. Again, Netherin lives kind of in his tower, not necessarily underground. And there was Hollow. Wake up, sheep. Exactly. So he said, what if Netherin lived down there in the tech city? That's how we know how to build the observer. And so I said, hold on, wait. You're giving me a crazy idea. I said, oh no, oh shit, big brain diarrhea. The idea vomit coming out of my brain. When the ideas start coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. So this is what I said. Here was my clarification and sort of the idea that bounced off of me. So there's this thing, the underground city was never really set in stone officially, just an idea. Also, I don't think it was established that Netherin was from there specifically, just that he's from the ancient kingdom that used to be in the Elder Vale. So our idea for Netherin Daz, if we go to the campaign building document, the big bad evil guy Netherin Daz, he's a remnant of the old kingdom, right? The old kingdom disappeared because he traded their souls for immortality from a devil pact. But now he says that immortality sucks. He wants to create a more perfect immortality, right? So, I'm going off of that here. The ancient kingdom and the underground city were two separate ideas, two separate places, right? But what if, I said, I said this to Five Cats. So again, we're bouncing ideas back and forth. So I had the idea based on his idea. What if the ancient underground city wasn't always underground? It used to be on the surface. It was the ancient kingdom on the surface. Now it's underground. So what if the ancient civilization, the ancient kingdom... No, bring that back. I want that last track. No, give me that mysterious shit. God damn it. What if the ancient city, the ancient kingdom, the ancient civilization was on the surface, and what we now know as the Elder Vale, this right here, the Elder Vale, what if that was actually a giant floating island? A land in the sky that fell from above the clouds, crushing the ancient kingdom beneath it, sealing it away forever. And that is why the ancient civilization is literally underground. Okay. And Five Cats was just like, my God, what in tarnation? And I said, you know what the best part is? What the best part is, guys? Netherin's Tower is a floating island. Wait. Christian Youngst is similar to the Netherese Empire. What? Wait. What do you... Wait. I don't even know what this lore is. This is like Faerun lore? Forgotten Realms lore? Flying cities called Netheril? Christian Young. So apparently in the actual D&D canon, there's a civilization called Netheril that was made of flying cities? Evil villain? Netherin Daz? That's not even planned. That's not where he got his name. Oh my God. It was meant to fucking be. Holy shit. So I said, Netherin's Tower. His tower itself is on a floating island. Why is it floating? How does he know how to make a floating island? Because he's from there. He's from there. But then I changed the idea. And Five Cats on Discord. Five Cats said maybe the mountains surrounding the Vale were created from the impact. The Vale is a valley. Valley. It's surrounded by mountains. It's not a valley. It's a crater. Okay? It's not a mountain range. It's not a valley. It's a fucking crater. So, there are two possibilities that I see from this. One, the ancient kingdom was on the surface. It was not technological. Netherin Daz was from there, the surface, ancient kingdom. The floating island fell, and it contained the technology, hence it could fly. Netherin was crushed underneath. In the process of digging his way out from underneath, Netherin Daz found some of the ancient tech and learned how to use it. And now he's on the surface, amongst the ruins of the fallen island, and he enacts his evil plan. Several millennia later, we have the Elder Vale being settled. Possibility number two. The kingdom on the surface was technological. That's where the technology was. It was on the surface. Netherin Daz is actually native to the floating island, which floats for some other reason. It fell, he survived. He discovered that it fell on top of the tech kingdom, and after he dug down, he managed to salvage some of it and brought it back up. Right? So that's the sort of decision we kind of have to make here. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. He got his name somewhere else and got angry that people kept confusing him with Netherese, so he knocked it out of the sky. Jesus Christ. So I think, yes, 5 cats. I think it's probably better for the floating island to be all techie. That's why it's flying. Was Netherin native to the island, and then he felt whatever he did is what caused it to fall? Maybe the gods smote it down because of what he did. Plot twist: he survived, and then he boom. Yeah, I agree. It makes it more cohesive, Christian. That is a good way of putting it. Have it make an old building shoot up through the ground like Pokemon Black. Oh, that'd be awesome, actually. So I'm thinking Netherin was Netherin was native to the flying island. He did his big bad evil thing, which harvested the souls of all the people. That's what we already decided he did. I mean, we could change it, of course. He stole the city's power source. Maybe he stole the city's power source, but he wouldn't do that if he knew it was gonna make it fall, though. I think it'd be cool that while an army was battling Netherin, while he was stealing souls or something, he shoots an engine and the whole place falls, but because of his strength, he survives. Well, we have to remember the fact that part of the actually, I guess that's not really part of the lore. We haven't decided like what happened to the old kingdom. I seem to recall us deciding that the gods smote him somehow, but actually that doesn't need to necessarily happen. But what did happen is the old kingdom disappeared because he traded their souls for immortality. He used their souls to gain immortality. Newbank, I don't think Netherin is foolish enough to make such an oopsie. 5 cats, I also don't know about. Maybe he accidentally shoots it. Netherin is very calculative and very smart. So I don't think the island should fall for any reason that is like an accident. The souls of the island and its power to stay afloat. And he was not young when this happened. He was not young. He was the advisor to the king or something. I think was his original thing. Person dies. Reported. Yeah, he wasn't necessarily. This was in ancient days, but he was not young when this all happened. I don't think he wasn't like a young dummy. He was like a wise wizard, basically. I think I think it's a little bit. It'd be a little bit kind of not contrived per se, but it wouldn't be a great plot point, in my opinion, for him to just be foolish and dumb. And oopsie, I accidentally made the place fall. No, I think it would be way more. It would be way more threatening and badass and evil if he won. He fucking did it. He didn't mess up, but then he was like smote by the gods. Maybe the old island was floating, because of harvested souls, an early version of something he designed. Got knocked out because somebody else was taking action or the fall in the process. Maybe. Let's see. What does Christian say? Maybe part of the deal with the devil he made for immortality was giving the devil the mechanical arcane device that keeps the city afloat. And that's why it fell. Maybe. So let me write some of these ideas down a little bit. Let's see. let me see here. Let me make like a two-step process here. Netherin's plan was to offer souls to a powerful devil in exchange for immortality. We should make him a secret good guy, and instead of taking over Vale for evil, he does it to make the city flying in. I don't know if I'd call that a secret good guy if it involves killing countless people and harvesting their souls for his gain. He could be a you know, it could be one of those things where he believes he's doing good, maybe. But I kind of want Netherin to be a much more simple villain than that. I want Netherin to be a villain who is unapologetically evil. Yeah, misunderstood, maybe. I think it's probably better to just be like, no, he's just evil. Just straight up. There's no like, oh, but he's actually, he maybe thinks he's like, no. I don't think we're gonna do that for this. Maybe the devil told him to crash down on the city below, so the souls of all those killed would go to the devil. Oh, so crashing the city down was actually what did it? Oh, maybe. Could have crashed from him trading souls to the devil, and the devil just took everyone else on the island out. With nobody monitoring the stuff on the island, it crashes. I kind of like Stout Shaco's approach because it's like maybe it could be a thing where he's like, okay, devil, I'm gonna give you these souls. Got it? And the devil's like, all right, bet, but you gotta kill them all. You gotta find a way to kill them all. How are you gonna do that? And Netherin's like, I'm gonna bring this whole place crashing down. And in that instant, when all those souls passed, Netherin was granted his immortality. But his body got majorly effed up in the process. So that's one reason why it took like hundreds of years for him to come back, is because, or thousands of years rather, because he got splatooned. You know what I'm saying? You know. What if the city was going to crash anyway and then Netherin traded souls to survive the crash? Oh, Christian says, and he is using the souls he was going to trade for himself against the devil's deal. Is that correct from the doc? So what we had, our original idea, you're probably referring to this line. No, that's not quite what we had in mind. The idea is that his immortality that he was given is an eternal soul, but his body is not immortal. It is decomposing, it is frail, it is flawed. And so he's had to like fix his body up and transfer his body to new hosts, and it sucks. So now he's gathering souls this time. He's doing the whole thing again, basically. He's gathering souls just the same as he did before. But now he's going to create a perfect body as his final host vessel, using the souls to fuel it. And that's going to be his new... That is his new plan. His plan is... This time I'm not using a devil's deal. This time I'm going to create my own immortal body. In other words, the devils gave me an immortal soul. Now I'm going to create an immortal body. And with those combined, now I'm going to go rule the world or whatever, you know. Did I see the Xbox showcase last night? No, I did not. I don't pay attention to those usually. I should, but I don't. Yes, Morgan. Perfect. How do you make a body out of souls? Well, I think it's an idea that like the souls are used to fuel a ritual or a spell that can craft this body. So he's very like biological, almost like he's basically a necromancer. So he's going to be using the souls to power some kind of crystal or device or spell or ritual that can be used to sculpt this perfect flesh vessel for him. That's the idea. The souls are a power source. Biomancy is a very good way of putting it, actually. Yeah, it's not necessarily necromancy like, mwahaha, rise from the dead. It's more like mad scientist Frankenstein. Mancer. Biomancer. I like that term. I've never heard that. It's perfect. So like his like lair has like vats of green goo that have potential vessels in them. You know. Dad's probably thought that the promise of immortality would protect him from the crash, and the devil afterwards probably like, yeah, exactly, Stout. So Netherin was like, I'm going to be immortal. I'm going to take all of their souls and trade them to the devil for immortality. Right, devil? And devil's like, yep, you got it, buddy. And then Netherin was like, all right, drop it. Boom. And then his body was just fucking pasted on the ground. And then he was like, but I'm immortal. And the devil's like, yeah, you're immortal now. But your body fucking sucks. You didn't specify. Peace. Netherin was probably like scraps. And he just like wiggled like a worm and put himself back together very slowly. And now he's like, all right, my soul's immortal. Trust me, I can't die. But my body is flawed. The devil didn't give me an immortal body. What an idiot. What a douche. I'm not trusting no devils no more. Devils suck. The devil's in the details. Bleh. I'm gonna do it myself this time. Yes, exactly. He's immortal. Now he wants to be invulnerable. Ooh, KGB, you're perfect. You're giving me the perfect like wording. I like it. For eons, I have been immortal. Now, I will be invulnerable. Eternal. Hell yeah. So, to recap. Ancient civilization used technology and magic as one. An artificer land. Flying island. Netherin Daz was the magical man who knew all the inner workings of the island. He was the head mage, the head wizard of the king or the emperor, whatever the fuck. And he was like, I'm going to be evil. I'm going to suck up all their souls and become immortal. Right, devil? All right, devil, let's do it. All right. But we have to kill them all first. So here we go. Drop. Whee! Boom. Everyone on that island dies. All of their souls are harvested and delivered to the devil. The devil grants Netherin Daz immortality in the soul, but not the body. And now, thousands of years later, Netherin Daz is back. Gonna create the perfect vessel for invulnerability, invincibility, misery, yes. And that's where we're at today. Boom. And the island, the technology on the island got fucking vaporized by the impact. There is so little technology remaining after all these years. But there are scraps. There are scraps. Small fragments of ancient metal and power sources, wires and switches that you can kind of use to be an artificer a little bit, but it's very flawed. I don't want a full-blown artificer in this campaign, but a character who is kind of like, look at these signs of things that people made in ancient days. It's almost like machines and magic combined. What? So there could be like the proto artificer, you know, the guy who is like, yo, machines are a thing, machines and magic. What does this mean? You know, an artificer archaeologist could be a character. 5 cats. Because you fueled this amazing idea, I'll leave it to you, my friend. He's a very low-level artificer. Yep, I'm giving it to you, buddy, because you're the one responsible for all this. Yeah, it was your idea. You planted the seed. But if anyone wants suggestions, you're welcome to shout out in chat. And 5 cats, you can take inspiration from people if you want to do. You know. Yeah. Kind of like a lich. A little bit. He's a little bit like a lich. In that he has an immortal soul. But I would say that he does not have a phylactery. Because it's different. Well, maybe he does. I don't know. I think we wanted to think about that at some point. Maybe the smoting comes from the form that the veil around the Elder Veil traps Netherin too, and he wants the perfect body to break through. Yes! Gods sealed Netherin within the veil. Veil. Double meaning. Netherin's perfect body will be strong enough to break the seal. I should use a gun. Honestly, here, let me pull up the image I was gonna use for this is a concept that I found on Pinterest for what actually I'll just hold on, let me just here. There's a concept I have in mind for what Netherin's perfect body will look like. Let me give you this as a little brain fuel. I've shown this before. I don't know who did this art. I didn't do it. I just found it on Pinterest. But this is my concept idea for what Netherin's final form will look like. Hold up. Here. Like some crazy fucking like bio body, swole Netherin. And you know, he should use a gun. Maybe that's a joke, maybe not. But I'm totally down to have his arm be able to like morph into a fucking like a blaster that can shoot necrotic like Eldritch Blast and shit. It's the most final form thing I've seen all day, right? It's like it's Dragon Ball Z as shit in terms of like my final form, you know. Just imagine this like 7 feet tall, morphing its body parts to be like guns and shit. Robotic Giga Chad body. Maybe it'll be semi-robotic, like bio android, you know, like perfect cell motherfucker. Like maybe gadgets come out of it. Maybe he literally does have like a Samus gun arm that pops out. Who knows? It does look a bit like One Punch Man villain, doesn't it? Just have one of his pupils be a black rock. This is soul holder if you need to have him phylactery for mechanical purposes. Yeah. Well, I mean, these little orbs on his body could be like soul vessels that they have to crack, you know? only guns he needs are these ones right here. That's right. Because Netherin can make Frankensteins and soul monsters and machines, there should be a mix of all three in his design. Yeah, it could be this. But then technology pops out and his attacks are soul-based. Souls fuel it. Yep, technology will be incorporated into it. I'm down, guys. Final form uses mixture of biology, technology, and soul energy. His ears are antlers, aren't they? Yeah, I mean, I'm down for these to be basically like, almost like antennae. They give him like super senses and shit. What other kingdoms are there in this world? There's I mean, the world this takes place in is my like homebrew setting, but part of the purpose of this campaign, part of the intent of the setting, is for it to be very confined within this Vale. So there's Hogwood, which is the main town, Barleywell, Stone Toss, which is like an agricultural town, and Stone Toss is a fishing village. There'll be a forest settlement called Forest Settlement. There's gonna be an evil city down in the gloom, and then there's Valestone, which is sort of like the capital of the Elder Vale, which is where ruins of the castle were of the ancient civilization. Just a few settlements, but it's all very, very like contained and self-sufficient. So there's not going to be journeying across great distances. The whole point of this campaign is sort of just have it all be kind of sort of compact, and like this is the adventure, boom. And the campaign will go on for quite a while, I'm sure. It won't be short per se, but it's very sort of like compact. So that'll be that. Awesome, guys. Well, hey, listen, that's the big thing. That's the big thing that we had to discuss in terms of major world building objectives. There had better be some ancient temple on that island in the lake. As a matter of fact, actually, KGB, that's no island. I believe if I can swoop over to locations, the Lake Shimmerscale, Shimmerscale Island. It is actually a dragon turtle. That's the good dragon turtle boy, exactly. But maybe it'll take them to a dungeon. Maybe the party can hop in his mouth and it'll take them down to an ancient temple beneath the water dungeon, water temple. Haha. You know, that I'm down for. But yeah, guys, all right. Every campaign needs a water temple. That's right. So we're in Hogwood now. I think the party's going to be there, able to go to either Barleywell or Stone Toss. And once the party's done in Hogwood, I'm going to have another campaign building stream where we decide what the actual next adventure is going to be. Like, what are we literally doing next? You know, like, where's the party going? But that's going to be for another world building stream. The overall campaign direction is going to be basically going from settlement to settlement, doing little quests, gathering allies, gathering power, finding the former heroes of the Vale, making it to Valestone, which is sort of like the big, cool, crazy castle, and then rounding up their forces and attacking Netherindaz for the finale. That's going to be like the campaign direction of the whole entire thing. Pretty simple stuff. But yeah, that's kind of it. This was kind of short. I feel like we should keep going, but that's about all I wanted to talk about today. Are there any like final Hail Mary ideas y'all want to throw out while you've got me here live? We can talk about some just last minute sort of little ideas to jot down in the campaign building doc that we might throw in somewhere in terms of like a quest to go on in Barleywell or in Stone Toss. Is there anything you guys have that you want to give me while we're here? Is there a swamp? Yes, there is a swamp. You'll see the Whispering Woods here. We don't need that. Netherindaz's tower drops like wastewater, gloopy wastewater that swirls through here, and it has turned this forest into a spooky, creepy swamp called the Whispering Woods. That is the woods themselves are actually like spreading and almost battling Caravia Forest. So there's gonna be a defeat the evil cursed swamp saga at some point. Hags might be there, sure, perhaps. Tell us more about the evil town. Not much has been decided about the evil town. It's gonna be down here in the gloom. Basically a town of people who are loyal to Daz. People who are just like, hey, he's the evil bad guy, but hey, he's in charge. We're not gonna fight him, you know. But we haven't talked about that in terms of specific name and stuff like that. Davis says, I have a question here, or Davis, I'm sorry, whichever that is pronounced, but you said previously this campaign is based on your main setting. How big is your whole world, and how much do you base on it during this mini campaign? This mini campaign, much like like I said, it's very self-contained, self-sufficient. It's kind of in a vacuum of my main settlement, or of my main setting, and that's for good reason. That's because I don't want to overburden my players with like all this lore from my main setting that I, have already handled and stuff. It's just, this is about you guys, But my main setting I've been working on since I first started D&D back in like 2016, I think. So it uses the Pantheon. It uses a bunch of Pantheons. It's kind of a hodgepodge in terms of like actual gods and cosmology from D&D, It's mostly Forgotten Realms type stuff. But yeah, it's just like I made a whole continent, and then some other DMs, some friends of mine, made their own far-off continents with their own history, and we just all kind of have collaborated and built this universe of mine. It's pretty cool. We could develop the Evil Town a little bit today. Yeah, let's do that a little bit. The Whispering Woods have lots of oozes and slimes because of the pollutant from Daz's tower. I'm down with that. Let's see. The Glade. There's a swamp over there too, but we want the Whispering Woods to be the one. Where is Forest? Whispering Woods. Slimes and oozes made of pollutant. So Stout Shake asks, Veilstone is more independent then. I think initially thought Veilstone and Evil Town were one and the same. Oh no, they are different. Sorry that you had that misunderstanding. Yes, there's gonna be an Evil Town over here, I think, that is going to be devoted to Nether and Daz. Let's name the Evil Town so that we can not have any more confusion. Veilstone is built around an evil castle that Nether and Daz wants to get into because it contains stuff from the Ancient Kingdom. The people of Veilstone don't know what's in the castle. They don't go in there because no one who goes in comes out. But they're defending the castle and whatever's inside from Nether and Daz. So Veilstone views themselves as the last line of defense against whatever Nether and Daz wants from it, which we also have not decided exactly what's in there. Yes, the Evil Town definitely gives off a feeling that you are not welcome. One wrong move and you are dead. That is exactly right. I don't think the Evil Town is also floating. Area around the tower should have lots of floating islands. Evil Town should be one of the big floating islands. I think probably we won't do that simply because having a bunch of floating islands, like a town is massive. That'd be like the floating tower is the one floating thing, and how wide is the tower? I mean, it's probably only like a few 100 feet wide. It's very big, but it's like the one floating thing. Evil Town should have an Inquisition that hunts down those not loyal to Netherin. Yes, in our previous... So Netherin Daz has the evil Elite Four sort of... dudes. The generals. Actually, there's secretly 5. But the 4 that we know of. The Observer, the Instigator, the Enforcer, the Seeker. And so, I think the Instigator is sort of the mouth of Daz. The instigator is definitely probably the one in charge of visiting the settlements and making sure that everyone stays ship shape. Ain't no revolution's gonna you know gonna rise up. And maybe under the instigator's command there's sort of an inquisition sort of faction that hunts down rebellion. I'm down with that. Oh, we have all these factions we want to do too. Damn. Maybe they're protecting the body of an eternally slumbering warforged that Daz wants because it would be the perfect base for his perfect body. Ooh. I like that. Now his final form is not going to be all mechanical, so maybe it's like a mechanical skeleton, basically. It's a warframe, a warforged frame. So it's basically almost like a metallic skeleton with a really powerful energy source, and he wants to use that as the core frame of his body. Maybe. So should he succeed? Within the plot, you know, within the narrative, should we have Nether and Daz succeed at getting in the castle and getting the thing out for his final body, or should that be one thing that he could do, but you know, it depends on if the party successfully stops him or not. Because I mean, we can you know, we can pull strings and say, hey, it doesn't matter how good the party does, Nether's gonna succeed somehow. Yeah, Christian Young, the town should definitely be much better living than everywhere else. Danglin, how you doing, friend? We're planning the evil town down here right now. It's not called Blue Falls Village. What's the evil town called? We need name ideas. We need evil town names. So we don't have it, do we? It's Villager Stone Toss. Veilstone. Yeah, no. It could be Blackridge. I like the name Blackridge. However, the faction within Veilstone is called the Black Iron Guard. So it'd be a bit redundant to have the town name be Black something, while the Veilstone faction is called Black something, you know? Aragor or Aragor. It's a pretty good one, too. Maybe that set them up by sparking disputes in the Black Iron Guard via his rage glyphs that distract them for long enough. Yeah, absolutely. Veilberg. Well, we already have Veilstone, so we can't do Veil either. Feyred Hall. Not bad either. Now I will say that it should probably like, we have a naming scheme going on. Hogwood, Stone Toss, Barleywell, Blue Falls Village. It all has very like human names, which it doesn't have to be exactly because it's Evil Town. It could be, you know, it could be whatever the fuck we want to call it, but something that's a little bit more like like Thornville, Mornstead. Those are closer to what I have in mind. Yeah, Thornville, Mornstead, Crimson View, Goldenrod Heights doesn't sound evil enough, I don't think. Larndenoff is kind of cool too. Thornville, I'll put up to a vote. Thornville sounds almost a little, well, I guess they both kind of do. They sound a little bit, almost a little too on the nose. It's like an evil place, Thornville. But maybe that should be the case, because it should be very obviously like the evil zone, right? So, evil town name. Loyal to Daz. Bonesboro! I like that a lot, actually. Daz's Bane. That sounds like it'd be against Daz, not for him. Can't call it that. Daz's Bane would be something that wants to kill Daz. Morn. Stead. Thornville. Bonesboro. Ink Fence. No, not quite. Bonesboro, I personally like it because I love bones and skeletons. But that's a little too like cartoonishly evil. Daz's Creed. Ooh, that's actually not too bad. Or maybe Netherin's Creed. Nether Creed. Maybe it's Nether something. Netherville. Could the village be split into 4 gangs territories that represent the 4 known generals? Maybe. Osteo Creek, like osteoporosis? Oh no. Nether Crest. Or Nether Creed. I like the way that Nether Crest rolls off the tongue a bit better. New Nether. No, I'm not gonna do Gloomville because it's called the Gloom. Again, it'd be a bit redundant. It's a place in the Gloom. I would prefer not to like reuse words, you know. And I like Osteo Creek or Osteo Orchards, but again, it's a bit too on the nose. It's a little too almost like a pun, in a sense, you know. Like anything that the players would potentially poke fun at, I want to avoid. DMs, you know the struggle, right? You come up with a cool name and then your players make fun of it. Like I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Osteo Orchards could be an area to explore. That's true. So I'm gonna put this vote up. These are the 3 names that I like the best. The Scorn? Ooh. Everyone outside of it calls it the Scorn. I actually really like that idea. My DM has to deal with us calling his cool badass town Beyblade because he named it Blade Bed. Yeah. See? I mean, they'll always find a way. They'll always find a way. Do me a favor, guys. Be nice to your DMs. Don't make fun of their stuff too much, okay? As a DM, it can make you really upset when people make fun of your cool stuff that you came up with. Be nice. A little teasing is fine, though. Just don't go too far. Yeah, I think everyone should call it the Scorn. And KGB's idea, the slumbering... I don't even know how to pronounce that. Wield? I'm gonna look up pronunciation.
Wield.
Wield, that's what I thought. Slumbering Wield, is a pretty cool name that I could use for an area. Although we have the Whispering Woods, Slumbering Wield. Yeah, we could do that. Oh, is it from Pokemon? Oh, you know what's great though, guys? You know what else is from Pokemon that I figured out? Veilstone. Veilstone's a town in Gen 4. Which I did not know. At least I think. It's spelled differently. Veilstone City. Yep. Sinnoh. Yep. It's spelled differently. Fortunately, none of my players are Pokemon players, so they don't give a shit. So it's fine. It's fine. Anyway. Oh, Five Cats. I like the idea of there being districts or gangs affiliated with the 4 generals, but I don't think they should be involved in gang wars because they're all loyal to Daz, so why would they be fighting each other? Although there could be like a Hogwarts kind of thing going on where they're always competing. So each district has like contests, and that's just Daz's way of like amping up more support for him. Like, whichever team supports me the most gets more points. Wee! And then it kind of does devolve into some nasty shenanigans between them. But on the surface, it is just for sport. You know, maybe that'll be a thing. Daz's creed could be their guard faction, or ooh. Yes, I'm sorry. This one said that I missed it. Because I like the name Daz's creed, or I think Netheran's creed sounds a little bit better. I don't like Daz's, just you know, in terms of how it sounds. So it looks like Thornsville or Thorn. I wrote Thornville, but I think it's Thornsville. No, it is Thornville. Netheran stands, yeah. So, I think we're gonna run with that, Thornville. Yeah, I don't know. Someone else came up with Daz's creed. I mean, it was KGB originally. Can Daz have a pet zombie? Daz has an army of zombies, my boy. Oh, they are tied, aren't they? Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Might have to flip the coin of legends. Uh-oh. We gotta flip the coin. Coin toss, boys. Let me find that coin. I yeeted it the other day. Here it is. I found it. Go me. The coin. Live by the coin. Die by the coin. So, heads Thornville, tails Nethercrest. Heads Thornville, tails Nethercrest. Here we go. That was not a good flip. Let me reflip that. There we go. No, that's still not a bad flip. Shit. There. That was a good flip. Heads. Thornville. Huzzah, huzzah. So where are the settlements? Yeah, here we go. Oh shit. F. And there we go. Thornville. Called the Scorn by Outsiders. Home of Netheran's creed. His most loyal militia. Separated into 4 districts, each representing one of his generals. The districts compete with one another in acts of reverence to Daz. Yeah. I don't think a pet imp would be a thing for Daz. He does not like devils at all. Maybe the 4 districts from Thornville that represent the different generals should have a piety system. Let the players slowly gain more trust with the different districts to try to dissuade them from serving Daz. Yeah, campaign arc where party joins one or more district. To earn the trust of Thornville to get something. Yeah. And Danglin says, if I recall, Netherlands generals had body part theming. Why not continue with something smaller and numerous, like teeth or hair? Ooh. Instead of Netherlands creed, it could be Netherlands crest. Crest whitening strips. It's not a bad idea. No, I'm not giving Daz a pet cat called Whiskers. I don't know. I'm not sure why you're so bent on making Daz into a comedic relief villain. He is a very suspenseful and evil villain. Let's see. Will the generals be the boss of each district, or will they be separate representatives of the generals? They'll probably be separate. I mean, the boss, each district is, of course, ruled by that general, but I think they're kind of hands-off. The generals who work for Daz, they're doing real work out there in the Vale. I don't think they really give a shit about this little competition. So the leader of each district is sort of their own pompous mayor type who's like, my district, you know. It's their own. It's its own thing, you know. This whole district contest thing. They can try to do. Oh. Yeah, rewrite that. I was just reading that chat. 5 cats. An undead sphinx named Whiskers. That I'm willing to perhaps consider. I might consider that. Or like a manticore. Undead manticore. Because sphinxes in D&D are very like they're not like demigods per se, but they're almost like demigod-like beings. Like they're very, very like major spiritual beings, I think, in D&D. I mean, they can be whatever I want. It's my campaign, of course, but I would prefer not to stray too much from that. Sphinxes are like, you know, they're serious. So it'd be more something more beastly. Like I said, a manticore might be cool. An undead manticore could be his, like, almost like his Cerberus, you know? Yeah, they can time travel. Yeah, they can do some crazy shit. So what I was gonna say is, if the party has to persuade one or more group to join the fight. The more they try to persuade, the harder it is to persuade them. Risk reward. Yeah. It could be a situation where, like, if they get close enough to one of the mayors, they could try to persuade them to join the faction, or they can just try to persuade individual members. Or they just try to get, like, secrets of Daz. You know, hey, listen, they might know what one of Daz's weaknesses. These high up mayorly types. Basilisk, maybe a basilisk. Ooh. Give Daz a raven. No, one of the generals, the Seeker, is a raven aesthetic. So that's gonna be our raven insert. And he's got like a whole swarm of ravens, the Seeker, as like personal minions. Oh man, Christian, maybe. Oof. Are Thornville's citizens aware he's evil, or could the party reveal him as the baddie? No, I'm pretty sure they. I'm pretty sure. Ooh. Noob Inc., we're literally discussing what pet he has. We're thinking Manticore or Basilisk. I'm just telling you that, you know, the Raven's already got its own role. as a villain of its own. So my original thinking was that the Thornville residents are aware of everything that Daz does, and they're totally apologetic to it. They're like, yeah, he kills people, whatever. But like, we don't want him to kill us, so we're gonna. They kind of just serve him because, well, why wouldn't they? It's almost like they don't worship him. Some do. Some, I'm sure quite a few do actually. They don't. The general public doesn't worship him so much as they are just like, yeah, he took over. He's in charge. I'm not gonna argue. You know. They suck his nuts. No. That's disgusting. His spires spit out pollutants and crept in the woods. That usually means bad guy. Yeah. But the real question is, do they know all the bad stuff he's doing? Do they know about him stealing souls and him going around and killing everybody else in the other settlements? How much of the bad shit do they actually know, you know? I think they're pretty aware of it. There may be some, like, the mayors perhaps are totally blinded and they think he really is, like, not that bad. It could be that some are very aware, some might think people are exaggerating. Fake news, yeah. The general public might be brainwashed. I think there's 3 levels. I think the street rabble, the general public might be like totally brainwashed. They might be totally like, Daz is our ruler. We worship Daz. Hell yeah. He steals people's souls? I don't know who told you that. He just rules the Vale and keeps our town safe. Go Daz. Then there's the middle where they're like, oh yeah, he does like evil stuff, but like, what, do you want me to argue with him? You have fun with that. No, I'm gonna worship Daz to stay alive. And then there's the top people who are like, we have been chosen by Nether and Daz. He's our savior. You know, it's almost like a 3-tiered, like, varying level of reverence, you know. And Medical Meme, how you doing, my friend? Extremely late, maybe, but you can go back and watch if you want. What you've missed is that the Elder Vale is not a valley. It is in fact a crater, because an ancient flying technological civilization fell on it, and that's where Nether and Daz is from. And now we're just talking about the evil town called Thornville. Ooh, a small rebellion being built up in Thornville. Well, we already have a faction that is, I don't know who it is. Maybe it's down, is it down here? I can't remember where we put. There was talkings of a rebel faction all over the Vale, and like an underground, almost like an underground thieves guild, but more of a like underground rebellion that's kind of slowly brewing. And there probably is a branch in Thornville, a very, very, very secretive rebel faction branch is in here. That might be where their base is, right under their noses. I think we talked about that. I think the headquarters of the rebel faction is actually in Thornville, right under Daz's nose. They would never suspect it, kind of thing. Can I make my NPC submission Benjamin, someone who aspires to live in Thornville one day, which is why he's willing to do data expunge? I actually haven't looked in depth at your most recent NPCs, and I apologize for that. I've been really busy. But I'm going to look at the NPCs later today, if I have time, hopefully. Can the Raven General's name be Korvax, or do they already have a name? He has a name. It's the Seeker. Well, yeah, I think that none of the generals have names. They have titles. They don't, you know, they have abandoned any sense of name. It's the Observer, the Instigator, the Enforcer, and the Seeker. The Seeker is, he's a Kenku, but he's like a cursed, warped Kenku. He's not your typical bird boy. And he has an army of ravens that he commands to go and retrieve small objects and spy on people and stuff. What if the city was basically the capital because Daz improves the technology of the island home? It basically is close to New York as you can get to New York in medieval times. Ooh, maybe. I'll meditate on that one. Oh, I don't know why Weedles is down there. Someone just said Weedles, and I'm like, I don't know, like Beetles. It's not Weedles like Pokemon. It'll be like a, I don't know what it is. I genuinely can't remember. Super late game laser gun. Yeah, we joked about an alien ray gun being dropped in the party, which because the ancient civilization is technological, actually may not be so far-fetched anymore. There may be like a laser ray gun item that they get later on. Yep, that is there. There it is. Maybe part of getting trust one of the districts as a potential quest point is the party is tasked with trying to yeah, trying to out one part of the rebellion in the Vale. So like, damn, yeah, it could be. Have you ever used any of the Kobold Press books to like Tomb of Beasts? No, I have not. No, Pigtail Boot's gonna be in Hogfest. We're there. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap down the stream now. Wrap up, wind down, wrap down, wind up the stream now. We got some good conversations done here. I appreciate the contributions. Oh no, Creative Hate is here. I'm literally just now ending. Oh no. No, I know. Thanks for showing your friend the paint stream last night, though. I hope they enjoyed it. I was watching a lot of it today and rereading the chat while I rewatched it. It was a great time. But Crater Hate, you can go back and listen to the ideas. The big takeaway is that the Elder Vale is a crater because the ancient civilization that we've talked about that is scattered its remnants across the Vale was actually a floating city of magic and technology, a floating kingdom that fell because Netherindaz made it fall because he's from there, and then he sacrificed everyone on it to trade their souls to the devil for immortality. But now he's back. I think I did read some of Benjamin, if he's the dickhead one, the pompous dude, if I'm remembering correctly. I read some of it. But I'm gonna wind down to guys. Thanks a lot so much for tuning in. Thank you for your ideas. I hope that you continue to tune into the campaign diaries and pay attention to where these ideas pop up in the campaign. I'm going to have another session for Elder Vale tonight with the players. It's going to be a short one, though. They're going to continue finding glyphs of Netherindaz in Hogfest, in Hogwood, and they're going to continue to prepare for Hogfest, which will be happening either next session or the session after. So that's going to be great. What's Daz's CR? Oh, I don't know. I don't have a stat block for him. I'll make it when we get there. Kind of thing. But anyway, that'll be all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you drop a like, stay subscribed, hit the bell notification icon for the next campaign diary coming out real soon. Go ahead and tune into my main channel, Chris the Absolute Legend. Subscribe there, hit the bell there, and watch my gaming streams if that's your thing, if you're into that kind of thing. Some D&D content will go up there as well at some point. If I do a campaign stream, it'll probably be on that channel, in fact. So pay attention over there. I'm also going to be streaming some game on Wednesday evening this week. I told everyone that I'd be taking a break this week, but I do want to do one stream to get the Bronze Stars and see those. So Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to be streaming again on my main channel. Blah, 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 blah. But anyway, I'll see you around, guys. Thanks again. Love y'all. A pleasure, Sir, says Christian Young. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye, guys. Catch up on the VOD, catch up on the campaign diaries, and I'll see you later. Love you so much, guys. Thanks so much. Peace out.